Okay, now we're going to solve the Beaver Creek pottery example by hand. We've already created a model in a previous video. The labor constraint x1 plus 2x2 equals 40. We start by plugging in x1 equals 0. When you plug in x1 equals 0, you get 2x2 equals 40. Divide, so x2 equals 20. So 0, 20 is 1 point. Okay, now we plug in x2 equals 0. So we get x1 equals 40. So that point is 40, 0. Our clay constraint, 4x1 plus 3x2 equals 120. Same thing, we plug in x1 equals 0. We get 3x2 equals 120. Divide, we get 0, 40. Now plug in x2 equals 0 on the right side. We get 4x1 equals 120. Divide, x1 equals 30. So 30, 0 is that point. Okay. So for labor, we have 0, 20 and 40, 0. Okay, this line drawn in black. For clay, we have 0, 40 and 30, 0. The line drawn in blue. Okay, less than or equal to. Less than means below. The or equal to is the line. Okay, so here's less than the line drawn in black, everything below the black line. Okay, here's everything below the line in blue. Okay, now we want what's below both lines. Okay, so what is below both lines? This section is below both of those lines. Okay, so our 3 points that we're going to use, our 3 corner points, means what's attached to that purplish area. This is a corner point. Where they intersect is a corner point. Okay, remember, it's got to be where they were shaded twice. Okay, so this 30, 0 is also a corner point. Okay, our corner points are where it's shaded twice. Okay, so the intersection point we solve using our system of equations. Okay, the first equation has 1x1. So the second equation has positive 4. We're going to multiply that first equation by negative 4. That negative 4 will cancel with positive 4. So negative 4x1 minus 8x2 equals negative 160. Okay, this is our second equation right here. Add the two together, we get negative 5x2 equals negative 40. Divide, we get x2 equals 8. Go back and plug in 8 for x2. So we get x1 equals x1 plus 16 minus 16 on both sides. We get x1 equals 24. Okay, and that is when x2 equals 8. So our point is 24, 8. Okay, so those are our 3 corner points. Okay, the area that was shaded in both. Okay, so that yellow is the area that was shaded underneath both lines. So our corner points were 0, 20, the intersection 24, 8, and the other point 30, 0. Okay, when you plug in, you get those three profits. You plug into the profit. Okay, so which profit had the highest? At 24.8. So a max profit of $13.60 is when X1 is 24 bowls and X2 is 8 mugs. And that's the end of that lesson.